Hello and welcome back to The Finishing Line, the only show that gives you the whole truth and nothing but the truth.
So help you
And Tom is back. Hello, Tom.
Hey guys, how are things? I've straight away I've done something to my laptop. I've merged 2 pages. So yeah, not a great start, but yeah, good to be back. Still in South Africa, living the dream. If you haven't been to South Africa, guys, come to South Africa. So I should probably work for the tourist board at this stage, but yeah, all is good. Looking forward to Cheltenham. What are we, 10 days out kind of thing? So yeah, should be good.
Go to South Africa where you will get eaten by a shark and mauled by a lion.
Never seen a shark yet.
I just asked Tom, was he drunk? He said no. I have a funny feeling he's lying, but we will move on.
He is lying because he sent us pictures of where he was before the show.
Sean, how are you doing?
I'm fantastic. Pablo's back. Times are good. Cheltenham's in 10 days? He couldn't be better if you ask me.
I noticed your Con Hill fan club stuff that used to be behind you.
That's what you know. It's that now. God,
it's gone. Oh, Wally, come on.
The room is being changed around a bit. I'm in a bit of a different position, but I couldn't have be arsed taking it all back out, putting it back up.
Yeah.
Abandoned ship.
Yeah, abandoned ship. That's okay.
He's king. Subtle on a Friday night. That's where legends are made.
Andrew, how
and
are
that's
you?
it. We're done. We're done. That's the end of the Con Hill talk. We're not having any more of it. I'm finished.
Andrew, how are you?
I am good, Dave. Looking forward to this now, to be honest. Yeah, a few days to go. And all. How are you?
I'm all right. The dog is causing hassle here, so I'll probably have to leave in a minute and go nuts. That was a joke. That was a joke.
There was no dog harm.
The RSPCA on the way to the gaff.
I'm okay. I'm tired, but I'm okay. I'm looking forward to this. It is that time of year again. Con Hill targeting the Tramore Derby. Yeah, why not? He'll be up against Tom Jacks. Happy days. Probably won't win.
The fuck?
Anyway,
running 5 minutes and off the yak. Hang on a second.
Anyway, we are here. It's that time of the year again. It's the Cheltenham Festival Preview show. Always good show. We will try and keep it as close to 2 hours as we can. We've a certain amount of races to do, then a little break, and then finish up with the races. Are we doing handicap picks at the end or at the end of each day? Okay.
Yeah, if you fucking read the text I sent, you might know.
I was working. Did you send it to me or did you send it to the group?
Everybody.
Can you send it to me privately, please? Thank you.
It literally said running order.
This is what I have to
put up. Before we start, thank you to everybody for tuning in. The last couple of shows have been great. Please do the usual, like and subscribe. It's good to have Tom back. The 4 of us are here. I will cut Tom and Wally off if they start waffling about 66 to 1 shots that have no business in races. And other than that, yeah, I'm looking at you.
Now. Now, Mr. Bromhead over there. I'm waiting for this.
Other than that, I think we're good to go. All the grade ones, the Mayor's Novice as well, and then we'll do our handicaps at the end. Throw the comments in like you do normally. We'll get to them as we're going along, especially the funny ones. We like the funny ones, and the controversial ones. The controversial ones are good too. The Supreme Novice, we'll go straight in on the Tuesday. Betting there, Old Park Star 94, Talk 92, El Kairos 6s, Mighty Park looks like he might go here now, 15-2. My Daddy Paddy, Silver Glory, Ballyfad, 14-1 bar. Tom, you're back, so you can have it first.
I knew that was going to happen. Yeah, look, first things first, wide open Supreme, which is which is good. We've turned up to a few of these with like odds on certainties and stuff like that. So, or at best an odds on shot with one or two that might come and beat him. But no, this is really open, and I'm going to try and keep it short. So I'm just going to go straight for the selection. Talk the talk is my selection here. I think he did very, very well to win last time. I watched it back. Watched it back again today, and Jack and Paul were up front for a lot of that race. They dictated the pace, and it's very tough to go and beat them once they're doing that. Nothing else came from behind. He's looked green in all of his runs apart from the last day. Even at Christmas, when he was going to absolutely bolt up in a grade one, he ran around before he came into the last. I thought the next time the DRF kind of was him growing up a bit, and he was able to sit in, settle, and come with a run. I think he's underestimated because he's obviously fallen, and we didn't see him win, and then he hasn't won by that far. But I think you can really mark up his last run. So yeah, Talk the Talk would be the one for me. The other horse I'm going to shout out to that I'm going to back, I don't know if you'll go for this or the Turners, but I'm going to back him to place, is Heads Up, John McConnell's horse. His course form is very, very good. He got really wound up before his only bad run at the start. He's Cheltenham Festival form. I can see him being one. I think he's like 40, 50 to 1. Could see him running into a place. If you can get 4 places and back in place only, I'd be doing that.
Andrew, before you go there, Andrew, just to end the Con Hill talk, I think this is a valid comment very there from Vin C Net
Justified.
82. Justifiable comment. That's why
Facts.
Sean has got rid of the memorabilia.
Oh, he took him off the wall.
God, not the one.
That
Anyway,
horse don't want anything to do with him anymore. That's just the way it
Andrew,
goes.
who's going to win the Supreme?
Yeah, look, as Tom said, it's a wide open Supreme this year. Look, Old Park Star, look, he probably has been the most visually impressive of anyone in the field. Look, he's won by over 30 lengths, 20 lengths in his 30 lengths in his last 3 runs. It's amazing what happens when you take a horse away from Paul Nicholls. Look, it's facts though. Jesus Christ, like,
Send them all
yeah,
down.
he's the word. He's the worthy favourite on the back foot. Look, Old Park or Moishi Park is after throwing a bit of spanners in the work. Now he's been backed into 4-1 today. It looks like he's going to take his chance here. But like, can you going to back a horse at 4-1? I know he's had to win by 38 lengths on his first run, but I don't like horses that come in here with 1 run under the belt, no real experience in the battle or anything like that. It's going to be a shock to the system to him. He's never going to be after going this fast in his life in a race. Like the hustle and bustle of, as we know, even the build up to the first race at Cheltenham is going to be something he's never experienced before. I'd be willing to take him on. I'm the same as Tom. I think Talk is the one to be with here. I think he's a very fair price. I think they went out with the they went out with the notion of trying to get him to settle the last time, trying to make him race properly, and they went out with the intention: if he wins, he wins. He doesn't. It's 6-1 half done to the other really for them on that day, but he done really, really well to win from where he was positioned, even coming just before the home bend. He was in against Rayleigh, had to get him out, came there flying at the end, and look, there wasn't much between him, but I think he had the hardest passage, and the position he was in didn't suit the way the race was run at all. I think he has a massive, massive chance. He was going to bolt up in the grade 1 at Christmas time. I think he's the one to be with. El Kairos, look, the stats are against him. I really like him. I think they've been riding. They rid him at, was it Clonmel or wherever he was the last day? Thurles the last day, to teach him a bit. And I think they learned themselves that we do not go anywhere near the last hurdle. What was that?
Dave's friend.
Friends. I think they will not get to the front if he's anywhere near us until they jump the last. He's a massive, massive engine, but stats are against him. One at a price, who I think has been totally overlooked, is Idaho's Son as well. He's 14-1. He beat my daddy Paddy in the Formby at Aintree. He's 3 from 3 over. I think he's very much been overlooked. He was 6th in the champion bumper, only beaten 6th length last season. I think he'd have a massive chance. He'll be out in front. he stays as well, I think, which is a good thing around here in a race like this. But I think Talk to Talk will win, and Idaho Sun, I don't think will be far away either.
Sean.
Yeah, look, I won't be going mad in the day, to be honest with you. I think, like, you want to be normally with Willie Mullins and Nicky Henderson horses in here, and Hendo just looks like he has a rock-solid horse. He's short. I can see him coming out on the day. Maybe if he got out to, like, a 7-2 on the day, he might tip me, to be honest. But the current price is Talk to Talk 5-1. The lads have touched on, I think, them two. I looked at it and thought it was a wide-open race, and then I keep digging into it, and I just think these two could be well ahead. Like, I was looking even at the ratings, like, you normally have to hit a certain mark, and only one winner out of the last 12 have been below 148. The only two that tick that box is Talk to Talk and All Park Star. I mean, fear would be, I think if All Park Star leads going to the last, Talk to Talk won't pick him up. I think he'd kick him away up the hill. I was very impressed with him early on the season. Unfortunately, he didn't go in when he was 16-1. He's gotten shorter and shorter, and people think he's slow. Like, he's gone around Haydock on the inside track and batted them all away. I think he's bomb-proof temperament-wise. Nico just sitting there. The only thing with Talk to Talk is I think he'd keep improving. He looks like it all day. He should be a 2-time Grade 1 winner. And the last day, he won about 3 races winning at the DRF. He was out the back. He should have had no chance. The lads out in front quickened. He had to quicken to get to them, quicken to go by them. Like, it was a big, big effort. And I just worry on the heavy ground. Might that do him a little bit? Might hurt him in the long run. Like, how are they going to bounce out at the DRF? They've been racing on heavy ground there. Like, it's a slight worry. So it's not a race I go mad on. But I respect the favourite. But I just think Talk to Talk, if you can get an each way price about them, they're probably the way. That's the way to play.
Yeah, for me, there's only been one horse through the winter till now has not made any mistakes and done what he's needed to do, and it's the favourite. It's Old Park Star. When Nicky has a good one, he usually clicks in this race. Mullins doesn't have anything. I like Talk to Talk, but he'll probably make a jumping mistake at some point in the race. Good horse though, but I think Old Park Star is just beyond obvious, and people want to take him on and put up the likes of Sober Glory and fucking Idaho Sun and all these jokes. That'll be 100 lengths behind him.
I think El Kairos is a nut as well. Sorry, I meant to touch on him. He's come off the bridle a couple of times and hung left. He could end up in the best mating closure. I think there's more than just the jumping with him. I think there might be a little quirk in him and you have to try and hold them all together.
Yeah, his form don't stand up anyway. So
yeah.
Okay, Old Park Star for me. On to the Arkle. Very good racing prospect. You getting the bet?
It's in front of you.
Oh no, it didn't come up. It's up now though. Lulamba, 13-8. Kopek to board, 11-4. Romeo Coolio, 5s. Cargizi 5-1. Irish Panther, 12s. Kappa J Pike, 14-1. Steel Ally, 14-1. And 20-1 Bar. Sean, you can go first.
Yeah, it's a tough one. Couldn't the coach board, like, he's been up since November time, and I just worry coming into an Arkle off the back of one run. It's very, very tough. Like, I know people have been saying that 2 horses have done it, but he's taking on a high caliber horse. Yeah, like, my only worry with him is the jump ends early on at Cheltenham around the bend.
It's all over the shop.
Sean, you're breaking up there, and I'm not sure if it's you or AI talking, because you said you're against Kopek de Boers.
I heard that myself.
Yeah, I thought he'd won this race back in November, no?
Go ahead, I'll try and fix it.
He's frozen in shock.
Andrew.
I was all over Lulamba for this until I watched him at Newbury, and my God, he looked slow as a boat, and he's totally had to put me off now altogether. It just strikes me that if they go off like the clappers, he's going to be taken off his feet, and will he have enough gears to get back near him? Because the likes of Kopek is going to go off like a scalded cat. You'll have Cargies is going to be up there as well, so they're going to go a million. If he is able to keep up with him, he probably will win. But he looked really, really slow at Newbury. I think the trip is going to be way too sharp for him, especially on the old course. We were chatting about this last night, Dave. And I think the two of us are just the more we look into it, the more Cargeese looks the best in it. And look, Romeo Coolio, look, Gordon's so against running him here at Cheltenham altogether this season. And he's the same. I think he'll be taking off his feet around here. He's had to getting away with it from his class over a bit further at Leopardstown. It's 2-1 at Leopardstown. He needed every inch of the extra furlong at Christmas. And then he got, I don't know what the hell happened then to the RF. Cargeese came back at him again at the end. Like, if we go back and look at her form, she's been second to Malsburn under Triumph. She was second to Sargino in a Grade 1 then at Aintree. She won a Grade 1 then at Punchestown at the festival. She won the County Hurdle last season with 6 lengths behind Stateman in the Champion Hurdle at Punchestown. She ran no sort of race on Chase Davy behind Calaconti. Then she absolutely bolted up at Leopardstown at Christmas and then got within a neck of Romeo Coolio coming back in the end. She's a very, very classy mare. She's a bit of a nutcase, which is a bit of a problem. But I think Kopek Kabores will be the one that will actually take her into the race. He'll go off a million. She'll be able to track him going into the race. I couldn't have Kopek Kabores. Was there only 2 horses that won the Arkle on the back of one Chase start? And one of them was Western Warhorse. And I can't remember the other one was back in the day.
How many have won it off the back of winning a Punchestown schooling race and beating Imperi Pasta?
I forgot about that. Yeah, that's a vital bit of form now, that isn't it? Yeah, lads.
Form boost last week.
Yeah, just leave Kopek go off there and just don't go near him. Just leave him off. He's going to do his own thing. You just school around. You for racing in a week's time, so don't do anything major. Yeah. But Twitter, yeah, you know yourself. Yeah, but long story short, I think Lulamba will find it tough to keep it up here. But look, we seen last year with Django Bay, he was able to do it, but I think he just looked really, really slow the last day. I think Kopek will go off like the clappers. Cargeese will have the pace to track him, and I think, look, she's course form as well, and I think she will win, and I think she's a fair price at 5-1.
Tom?
I worry that a few horses are going to cut each other's throats here. I think Irish Panther is well overpriced. If you look back at the run against Romeo Coolio, they were 12 lengths ahead of July Flower. Like, that is no bad run at all. And Romeo Coolio just got up. Clearly a very good horse. Definitely wants further. Sorry, just reading some of the comments. Some of the comments are very, very good already. Conhill's jumping more reliable than Sean's Wi-Fi is probably my favourite at the minute. Yeah, look, I'd be interested in Irish Panther. I think he'll be there or thereabouts, but I am worried that they'll take each other on. And if they take each other on and get lit up, then that could set this up for Lulamba. I could see him racing behind the bridle, but staying on very, very well towards the end. Part of me does. I can see, like, Gordon's obviously got his eye on the trainer's title, hasn't he, in Ireland? And of course he wants to go for a gimme Grade 1 with Romeo Coolio in Fairy House and pick up that prize money. But this is a bit like the Supreme. Like, I really do hope all of these turn up, because, you know, if you've got Lulamba, Kopek de Boers, Cargeese, Romeo Coolio, Irish Panther, Capisha Pike, even, like, it's going to be a hell of a good race. Salvador Mundy's in there. I don't know what his plans are as well, but he got his shit together the last time, didn't he? It's a really, really good race. If they go off and cut each other's throats, I can see it being set up for Lulamba. But I think Irish Panther's a little overpriced at the minute.
Sean, now that your internet's fixed.
I don't know what happened there. Yeah, look, I just think it's a big ask for Kopek coming in at the back of one beginner chase run back in November. I know they've been away schooling twice since. But the only worry is with Lulamba, the start of the race, they 4 fences to take early and they go out past the stands for the 5th. If he doesn't get into a rhythm early, these boys might be gone. And around Cheltenham, if you start hitting fences, horses can get away from you and start niggling along, ask them for more. I've no doubt he's going to go up and trip. But I don't want to wade him or a horse that's been off in November to take him on. I think Cargeese will set the pace. I actually think different to Andrew. I think she'll go out in front and they're trying to sit Kopek behind her. And if he jumps the lead, away you go. And Romeo Coolio, I just couldn't have him around 1 mile 7 around Cheltenham. I think it's the best race for him to run in for the long term, but I just don't see him having the pace around there. And I don't really want to go in on that, to be quite honest with you.
Fair enough. Yeah, there's question marks on a lot of them. For what it's worth, I think Lulamba will be all right, but the stats are against him for winning. Mashborough couldn't do it as a juvenile coming out into the Arkle last year. So I don't see Lolamba doing it. I do like him though for future reference, but I'd be siding the same as Andrew. I think Cargisa's form is very good. She's won around the track. You kind of know what you're getting with her. She probably should have won at Leopardstown. So I think she is my selection, but it's going to be a good race. I think they will all turn up. We are going to kick on to the Champion Hurdle. New line 11-4. Con Hill is not there. Brighter Days Ahead 3-1. Lossiemouth 5s. Golden Ace 7s. Poneros is less than that now, I'd say. Alexi 20s and 20-1 bar. I've watched Cheltenham since I've been 18 years old. This is by far the weakest and worst Champion Hurdle I think I've ever seen. It's nothing to get excited about. I don't think Lossiemouth was ever going to the race. I think she'll always go to the mares. Tom will argue for it, but look, at the end of the day, it is what it is. Honeysuckle dodge Con Hill, so you can't be giving out about Lossiemouth dodging horses. So
dodging what? The New Lion?
That's how I feel about it. I don't know who will win. Myself and Sean have a match bet. Golden Ace to beat Poneros. I'm fairly excited about that match bet.
That's how exciting Champion Hurdle is.
Even money, folks, just in case anyone was wondering. Even money that bet was.
It pretty much is an even money shot. Like
Poneros is exactly the type of Twitter horse that Tom would slate Wally about if he put it up. And he's jumped on the bandwagon because he's so angry that Lossiemouth's not.
Oh, we got him good. We got him at a good time.
So look, I have no idea who's going to win. It's a poor race. Tom.
Right. I'll speed up on some of the other stuff, but this is a travesty if this mare doesn't run here. This is going to be. Do you remember when Vertor won the Ryanair and he was meant to be going for the Gold Cup, and then they weren't going to run because he didn't work well, and then they said no, we'll go for the Ryanair, and they looked like someone had pissed in their cornflakes after the race, and the same thing is going to happen here. Lossiemouth would absolutely annihilate this lot. She'd literally pick them up and put them on her back. Some of these. You go through what's running here, and you've got the New Lion. I'm sorry, there's no way in the world he should be. The fact that he's favourite for a Champion Hurdle,
the worst favourite at the fucking festival.
It should literally just tell you everything. If Rich Ritchie, his racing manager Joe, I can't remember now, Patrick, Willie, David Casey, Paul Townend, whoever else is involved, you sit down and you just look at it and you say the New Lion is favourite. That just tells you all you need to know. Brighter days ahead. People are going on about. As soon as she won at Leopardstown, it became a thing that everyone wanted to make an excuse for why she ran bad last year. Everyone's forgetting that she ran bad the year before as well. Like, she was an absolute penalty kick for that mare's novice. And they're trying to say, oh, Jack made a mistake.
She didn't run bad. She just got beaten.
She ran terribly.
She just got beaten by Golden Ace, like. Same with Jade DeGrucci. I can't understand why people think she ran bad that year.
Golden Ace is not a good horse. I hate to tell you, but Golden Ace is not a good horse.
If we go back on old shows, there'd be a show where you put up Golden Ace as the horse to follow after she won the Mayor's Novice.
I think I did, but that's a long time ago.
You did.
I can tell you now, you've put up a lot to follow that have turned out to be not very good horses as well. And at least she's won a Champion Hurdle. She won a Champion Hurdle by default. I think people are forgetting that. I see some people, and there is some people very close to me saying the reigning champion and all this. Absolute nonsense. Like State Man would pick these up and carry them. Like Lossie has ran bad now. I think Lossie has ran similar races twice in her life. She did it against Conman at Kempton, where she never picked the bridle up from the start. And she did it against Brighter Days Ahead. Everyone was to come out with this trip nonsense. She literally beat Brighter Days Ahead on better ground at the same course at Christmas. Like, it's not the trip. Paul got off her and said she never went a yard. She never went a yard. Just put a line through it. She's done it twice now. You've enough book of evidence that She bounces back. Cheltenham's her track. Cheltenham does not look like it's Brighter Days Ahead's track. Golden Ace is a fine horse. I'm sure she's going to place in it again. But, like, come on. If you've got Lossie there, you're not going to be looking at Golden Ace saying, oh, we won't run there. And then you got Poneros, who, how that bet came about, he was actually 25-1 at the time. But you guys were harping on about Golden Ace. And I went to find something to beat you because I actually think Poneros will place in the Champion Hurdle. And I think he's got a hell of a chance of beating Golden Ace anyway. But Lossy Mouth should be running here. End of story. And if Lossy Mouth runs here, she'll pick them up and carry them.
Sean.
Yeah, look, Tom, sorry to break it to you, but when they sit down and they look at the races and say, what one are we going to win? There's only one race they're going to, because I'd say the worst thing that could happen is she finishes second in the Champion Hurdle and Rich is standing there with a second place horse rather than a winner in the Mares.
He won't though. How many mares hurdles has he won? Like, he doesn't give it. You get to a stage where mares hurdles do not get you excited. Mares hurdles are not going to get Richie excited.
He wants to win at Cheltenham, but
how many winners has he had at Cheltenham? It's not like he's after his first winner.
It's not where he's putting millions into the game each year.
Right, here's what I do. I'm the same with Tom. I think Lossiemouth should 100% run in here. And Dave put up this about that farm. Somebody put up the new lines farm for me, please. And we'll compare it then.
The mean lion being half a length. Come on.
Lossiemouth was 2 for 5 at Leopardstown. She doesn't like the place. She's 4 for 4 at Cheltenham. She comes alive at Cheltenham. It's her track. This is one of the worst Champion Hurdles you've ever seen in your life. I'm telling you now, beating the new lion and beating Brighter Days Ahead of Cheltenham is easier than beating Woodoo.
100% it is. Yeah.
It's a lot easier.
Woodoo is no slouch.
No.
And you're getting weight off the new lion. Remember
that. To me, it makes total sense to run Lossiemouth here. It's not a good race. Golden Ace has been handed 2 grade ones by faults. The new line hangs like a gate when he comes under pressure. Look at him at Cheltenham this year. He was hanging to his left when he hit going to the last. He was hanging to his left when he fell in the fight in 5th. The form of the Turners last year is dirt, plain and simple. The yellow clay couldn't raise a gallop. Can't raise a gallop anymore. Final Demand is not the second coming, as we kind of alluded to at the start of the season. You have to go beat Poneros then, and Brighter Days Ahead who just doesn't like Cheltenham. Jesus Christ, just fucking runner here, will you?
Sean.
Yeah, look, I don't think there's a chance of her running here. We get onto it later. The new line, I wouldn't be into him at all. The lads have touched on. I think his jumping's a bit sketchy as well. He's had to get him into the boards of every single hurdle around the international to get him jumping, and you just can't be doing that in a champion. They're already saying about Brighter Days Ahead they're going to keep her outside of Cheltenham and not bring her to the track. So it's obviously in their head there's something not going right at the place. And I'm sorry to tell you, but everything else just points to Lossie now not running here and Golden Ace being 7-1, and you can back her each way. I don't see how you're going to get her out of places. She's going to run her race. If the rest don't produce, she's going to be there. And I don't think it was set and done at Newcastle. They all think the new lion was going to win. You're 2 out. It's a long way down Newcastle, and he decked himself. So it's a big guess to be having. If Brighter Days Ahead doesn't turn up, I don't think you're going to get 2 others to beat her. So it'd be Golden Ace each way for me.
That Newcastle form's shit though as well, isn't it? Look at Amsterdam. Take the full 9 on Amsterdam.
Yeah, but I run at Kempton behind Sergino. She walloped the rest.
Behind. And who does she?
I know she was behind, but she comes in here, she's getting £7 off the rest of the geldings. Like, I don't see her out of places.
Okay, new line is hitting the deck, possibly. Ben thinks the new line is going to win. Don't see it myself, but hey.
He's not an Amsterdam
either as well.
I've only got that. Is he not an Amsterdam? The horse, the silks,
the colours.
I know, I can see it. I'm trying to. It's album photo, I'd say. On to Wednesday, the Turners.
Yeah, Turners.
Mighty Park. 7-2, no drama this end. 9-2, Skyline Hustle 7s, Dr. Steinberg 8-1, Ballyfat 8-1, Talk probably won't run. King Rascal Grey 12s and 12-1 Bar. Andrew, you can take this first.
I still find it kind of hard to decipher this race. Where am I? The 11th. Sorry, getting in front of me. No Drama Descent, I think it'll be a very, very good horse over a fence. If they came up soft to heavy, I'd be very much in his favour. The one I don't know if he's run here. I've won if he's run here. If Sortudo runs here, I'd be very much in his favour. He's 60-1, I think is a ridiculous price. I sort that who beat him in the Laurels and Ace or the Ballymore, whatever they call it these days. He's not a bad horse whatsoever. I would have fancied him if he ended up running in the Albert Bartlett. There were 13 lengths clear of the third that day, and his win on his hurdle debut was very, very good. He looked a fast horse where I thought he would have been an Albert Bartlett horse in time. If he turns up, he'll definitely be the one I will be on. But in the case that he doesn't, Ballyfat, who was second to Talk at Leopardstown, I think is a very, very good horse. If you go back and watch it jump in the second last, it looked like he was going to get swallowed up by the whole field, but just kept going and going and going and going. And he only got mugged late on the line by Talk. The only slight worry there would be is he had a tendency to jump out right at some of his hurdles, which is not ideal around here. If Jack can just bury him in against the rail and maybe get a lead for majority of the race, I think that form is going to work out really, really well in time. Like King Rascal Grey, he's not a bad horse at all. I think to stick him at 2 miles, he just got outstayed on the day. Top three in that, I think, are going to be really good. But if Sortudo runs here, I'll be very much in favour of him. But if he doesn't, Ballyfat, I think he's a massive chance at 8-1. I can't see him being out the top three, and think the further he goes, the better he's going to be.
Tom?
Yeah, I've no strong opinion on this, to be honest. I like No Drama this end. Again, I think Mighty Park seems to be going to the Supreme by the sound of it. Talk the Supreme. Skylight Hustle is a good horse, nothing wrong with him. Dr. Steinberg, if he came back down in trip, would be interesting as well. Ballyfat, very interesting for all he had the run of the race at Leopardstown. King Rascal Grey, very impressive at Limerick, and ran well enough last day as well. But look, to be honest, gone to my head, No Drama this end, Nichols to get his winner, but not a strong opinion. But as I said on the Supreme, like, it's good to see these races wide open. I am looking forward to it.
Yeah, look, there's people saying in the comments that it's a shit race. I don't think it's a shit race. I just think it's competitive, and Mullins doesn't have like a 6-4 favourite. So everybody's like slating it. I think it's a way better race than the race 2 years ago when Ballyburn ran in it, and the top 6 or 5 were all Willie Mullins horses. This is a way better race. It's a way better betting heat. If you have a strong opinion on one, you're getting some sort of a price.
Sorry, Dave, we have a question in the comments here.
I said it. I said the other day in the WhatsApp group, the lads will pull Zoffany Bay out the field at this stage. There was talk of supplement and God knows who. Everyone wants to get supplement for this, but pull Zoff in, he can run it.
But if someone won this at a big price, I still wouldn't think it's a shit race. I just think there's a lot of horses around same level, and they could end up being very, very good. It's competitive. I like No Drama this end. I don't think he's a boat. I think the closer it's got to the race, people are just slating him. He's done all he could do. He looks the best of the English. I think it'd be good for Paul Nicholas to have another decent horse, but very hard to win the Turners after the route he's gone. And the one I backed for, the Sortudo, I can't see him being a Bartlett horse at all. And I do think people that have anti-post Albert Bartlett slips on Dr. Steinberg are going to start worrying if Mighty Park goes to the Supreme, because if he goes to the Supreme, I'm positive Dr. Steinberg will then go to this race, and that'll throw another spanner in the works. But Sortudo each way from me, same as Andrew. Sean?
Yeah, look, I couldn't be any different to you. I'm all out to take on No Drama this end. I don't think he's a 2.5 mile. He's a horse. You just don't know how he's travelling. He's be off the bridle. His form, you look at the fourth day beating heads up. He was mullered the last day over 2.5 miles. I think he's a 2 mile horse. Then he went to Sandown and he beat the Blue Room. the form again doesn't stand up for me. And he went and won a Cello. And I'd say if the horse in second ran in this Turners, he'd be beating out the gap before the second last. Clint Madrick, like the form of that was shite. I think it's a really, really bad Cello. Now he has a string of ones, and that's what people are going to say, but I just can't have him at all. I think he's a boat, and I think up in time he's going to go up and trip. The case for Mighty Park, I've backed him at big prices now, but you look at him, I had a quick look, like the RPRs are not enough for everyone. He produced a 148 RPR in his debut, and I had a look back in the last 15 years in the Supreme and Turners. The only two horses that have done bigger than that was Constitution Hill and NVLN. So he's the third highest. So I think that although people are saying he was out for a walk, I think we've seen something that was above average. All the talk is about him. Obviously, I think the case for coming here over the Supreme would be the hustle and bustle first race of the festival. It's going to be 16 runners all over each other, going a million. Where I think up in the Turners, they sort of go out with a pace and steady it up. It'll give him time to find his feet. And if he does end up here, I think that's where you go. I wouldn't be shocked if he didn't turn up. But so it's in the balance at the moment. And on the others, if he didn't go there, I actually think King Rascal Grey's been a little bit overlooked. He's a horse that looked a stare in bumpers. He ran the last day at the DRF, and Willie compared him to a pregnant mare. So obviously he must be getting stuck into him between the DRF and now. But I think he could come on a little bit and step up and trip. I'd say Paul Beyond. I don't think he'd be an 8 or 10 to 1 shot in the day.
Okay, on to the 3 mile novice chase, formerly the RSA, the Brown Advisory. Final demand 4 to 1. The Big Bitch 9 to 2. Cade Doughty 6 to 1. When it goes.
When choking on his bottle.
when Dingo Dino 7 to 1. Western Foal 8 to 1. Kitzbühel 10 to 1. Romeo Coolio 10 to 1. 12 to 1 bar.
All right there, Tom.
Okay,
That
Tom.
got me.
Yeah. I like the Big Westerner, but I would fear for her if she doesn't get some sort of soft ground. I think it's a good race. I'd be totally against Final Demand. We were totally against him for the race at DRF there. If I had to pick one, it'd be the Big Westerner, but it's kind of ground dependent. But I think it's a good race. I'll put up when Dingo Dino on the anti-post show. I still like him. I think he'll go very close. But as a win horse, I'd be the Big Westerner. Tom?
Yeah, I like her. I felt she should have won last year. I felt if Dara got that ride back, he would have won on her. She gets weight off the geldings. Like, that was good to soft last year. I know everyone, and like, look, there's no doubt she probably is better on softer ground, but depending on the weather forecast looks pretty good for Cheltenham. So depending on how quick it comes up would obviously potentially hinder our chance, but I still can't have her out the free, put it that way. I think she's got Cheltenham Festival form. She gets weight, and this looks wide open. I think maybe does Western Fold come into this on better ground? I think he can come into it for place reckoning anyway. He's been a massive improvement this year. Then you've got the likes of Oscar's brother, who's improved as well, but lacks a little bit on the Cheltenham Festival form. And then Henry's other horse, Cocktail Divan, was very impressive at Leopardstown and could come here if they were a bit worried about the Big Western potentially, or he could run them both. I wouldn't be too surprised there. Final Demand, look, I was a massive fan. I think he's just soft, isn't he? The Leopardstown race that day was a joke. Jimmy the Slow had his jaw pulled off him to not get anywhere near him and leave him alone. If he'd have taken him on that day, I think he'd probably have been beat that day, and we wouldn't have been going into the DRF of a 1-3 shot thinking that he just had to jump around. Jury's out for me on him. I couldn't touch him at the minute. Maybe he bounces back. He wouldn't be the first one to do it, but I couldn't touch him. And yeah, I think I'd go with the Big Westerner. I think even if it is good and soft, I think she should be placed anyway. Hi, Poppy.
Poppy's giving out to herself in the mirror there. Some good comments, Poppy. Oscar's brother, I give him a chance. Think he's a good horse. And Sean, Sean, this one's for you. There's Final Demand on your couch, Dave. A dog. Sean, fire away.
Yeah, look, you've lost confidence the last day, but I have to say that like he didn't go a yard, he didn't jump a twig, so you have to put a line through that and give a lot of hope. As Tom said, you have to sit back and watch. You couldn't be going into him now at the price that he is. I think the big Westerner wants softer ground, but I just don't see a world where Cocktail Diving runs here. I don't think he'd stay 3 mile 1 in the horse box. I think he's going to lack big time for stamina going around that place. So I think we'll touch on it later on. I definitely think he's going to go down the handicap route. No matter the ground, I just do not think he get up a hill over 3 mile 1 furlong. And then, as Tom touched on, I think ground comes in big time. If the ground does come up a bit quicker, Western Fall has heaps of experience, and I don't think he's the worst each way shout in the world.
There's so many people put that horse up. A horse that has about 14 runs is not winning an RSA.
If you look at it like Kate Daughy, you wouldn't trust him as far as you could throw him. And what else does the race turn into? If Final Demand doesn't turn up, it's like
just don't have a bet.
Yeah, well, that's it.
Andrew.
Looks like second last comment.
The good old lockdown days.
Andrew, fire away.
Yeah, look, I totally agree with Tom with Final Demand. I think he's as soft as anything. People are saying, "Oh, you go back to the Turners last year. He wasn't placed right." Jesus Christ, he was upsides and coming down the hill. He was right behind him, like to make use of him. He had every fucking chance to go past him, and he ended up getting beat 5.5 lengths in the end. He's soft. He was taken on by Kate Daughy at the DRF, and he spat out the dummy. He didn't like it whatsoever. No, he's 4-1. He can drift on today. I think I doubt he'll even go off favourite at this stage. Big Westerner, main hopes come down to the ground, and if the ground was to come up soft side, she'd be very interesting for me. I think it looks set up for a proper stare, like when Dingo Dino to run a massive race at 8-1. He'll have no ground worries whatsoever. He's won on good ground, good to soft ground. He right off his run at Kempton just didn't see it, but he stayed on well at the end. If you go, look, I know he won at 1-5 at Ayr, but he done nothing but just gallop them all into submission. I think they make plenty of use of him here. He'll burn them all off, and I think he'll take a fair bit of beating in here now if the ground isn't too soft. Because I'd really like the Big Westerner, and if the ground was to be soft on the soft side near heavy, I think she has a massive chance, especially getting 7 pounds off everything. But as Dave said, Oscar Brothers is one creeping under the radar. And we were at a preview yesterday where Henry was on it, and he was him and Hornbill Cocktail Living, and he was saying, Jesus, so many are backing him for the handicap. I kind of need to start listening, don't I? He's favourite for the handicap he's in. So
it sounded like he had in his head decided he's going for this race, but he's being
he doesn't stay. Like he went around Punchestown, and he had to take a pull the whole way around to try and keep a bit of petrol in the tank, and he fell in the hole after the last.
Maybe Oscar's brother is just a good horse, Sean, you know?
He could well be, but he's up over 2.5 points.
He wasn't stopping in Leopardstown, I tell you that much. He hit that line hard.
Andrew, I just want to say your bed is fantastic there. It's like a bed from a hotel.
Thanks, I made that myself.
No, you didn't.
I fucking did.
There's no way you did, like.
No.
Hold up now. I got to take Kate.
7:30. Kate, go up and make the bed, will you? I'm doing a podcast.
Yeah.
No, I made that this morning. I cleaned up upstairs this morning now, and I made sure everything was nice and
it's very, very
put it on very well. It's very hotelish, isn't it?
Well, yeah, for like feng shui kind of fucking vibe going on there now.
What did Sean's mother call it? It was very. Can't remember now.
No, not this Sean. So
not that Sean.
Hornsey, I think it was.
Yeah.
That's
like
for the paid.
fucking...
That's for the paid subscription side. You can get all that.
OnlyFans.
Tom's had to miss all this. I have an OnlyFans now, Tom. This is where it's all
you
filmed.
missed all this time.
Yeah, OnlyFans here now.
Unreal.
This is the most important question of the night. How many pillows are on there?
1, 2, 3,
6.
4, 5. That's 5 each side. 2 are used.
10.
Yeah,
that's 10. 5 each side is 10.
No shit, Sherlock. How long you went to school?
How many is there? 5, but there's
I
10.
said 5 each side. 10. And 2 are used. 2 are used on each side, which is 4.
Can we tell a quick story about Sean sent in a thing to the WhatsApp group the other day, and I woke up to it because I'm a few hours ahead over here, and it said, "You see the Nichols thing getting beaten in the 2-runner race yesterday?" And on the screenshot, there were 3 horses
3
in the race,
horses.
and he said, "You know what I mean."
Where is
Oh, it was brilliant.
where's fun running? Andrew's bedroom, I'd say, to be honest.
Yeah, it is.
Anyway, let's go on to the champion chase.
We're on a riot. Sorry.
Champion chase.
There we go.
Maj, Big Maj, 13-8, Marine National, 94, Ilete Tomp, 7s, Lou de Sud, 7s, Calixios, 20s, Tisselas, 20s, Pound of 50, 25s, 33-1 bar. I sent Kubo, our friend from Scotland, the favourites for like the last 10 years that all lost, all the different prices. I said, one simple question: how many did you back? He's texted me back, all of them.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Fuck
All of them.
Me pink.
Kubo thinks Big Maj is going to bolt up in this. Kubo has the worst record out of any gambling man ever in the champion chase. He cannot tell the difference between a 2-mile chaser and a fucking greyhound. All right, Poppy. Sean, you can take it first.
Yeah, look, you called out the stat. It's 7 odds on favourites have been beaten in the past 10 years, and I'm not going to run through the name of them. He also has to barrel the weight of the Dublin Racing Festival chase being 0 from 6 in the race as well. So winners of that race and being a favourite in here just don't go well. And it all comes down to ground for me. If this comes up decent ground, I'll have a pop off Marine National. He turns up here every year, runs his race. He doesn't give them 10 lengths the way he does at Leopardstown for some funny reason, and lets them get away. The last day he was beat going up past the stand for the first time. Marge got out in front. I just couldn't trust Marge, but I never will trust him. And to go in on him at the short odds just wouldn't be for me. I think he's prone to mistake. I know he got the cheek pieces the last time. He got out in front on his own. There's no way he's going to get a free lead in the champion chase. And if anything, the skeleton horse is going to be right on his girth. And I'd say be pushing him the whole way as long as he jumps. And Marine National, I'd say, be sitting in the van and waiting for that mistake. So if you get good ground, I'll definitely be having something on Marine National.
Andrew.
It's probably one of the few races at Cheltenham where I don't really have a strong opinion on. Like Sean alluded to it there. Can you trust Malsborough? Will the cheek pieces work again? Will they go from the front? It's hard to know what they're going to do. You'd find it, well, it won't be on the realms of impossibility that they just don't do what they did the last time, and it won't be the first time that happened. Marine National, look, he was beaten out of sight the last day. All he had to do was jump around apparently to win, and he jumped around and he got absolutely his arse handed to him. So, yeah, I don't know. I really don't know where to fall on. Clixios fell last season when he was upside Marine National. Would he have beaten him? Probably not. Lete Thompson needs to come back from a terrible performance at Sandown, or Ascot, should I say. I don't know. Going to head, I'd probably back Malsborough and to back up his run last day. But then again, you can't get out of your head the 2 fences he jumped last season. Last 2, I don't know, Dave. I'll make up my mind on the day. But Clixios out of price probably would interest me.
Yeah, look, it's just a mad race every year, and one mistake changes the race completely. You make one mistake and that's game over, really. Same happened to John Bon last year. Not that John Bon, I've always been sure, doesn't really like Cheltenham. I'm going for Ludesud skeleton horse, put away since the Tingle Creek. I think if he trains him and gets him there in the same form that he was in the Schlur when we were over at Cheltenham in November, he'll go close. He probably should have won the Arkle last year with the mistakes from Maj. I think Harry just went a tad too soon and he got ran out of it right in the last 50 yards. What's that?
It won't be like him at all.
Yeah. But I think he's very good. I think Ludesud is very good. And I think they might have learned something from running them back quickly in the Tingle Creek.
Yeah, and the stablemate could upset Mesbra as well. Tisselask, I don't think you're going to be able to go quicker than him. So he could throw a spanner into the works.
Apparently he's going to stand up.
So, I know
Fair enough.
Maj was very good, but Majra is he's better than very good. What he did at DRF was exceptional.
Oh,
But
yeah.
He's the most talented horse in the field.
Yeah, but his jumping is erratic at best. And is it going to be soft ground, or the cheek piece is going to work like they did that day? And is he going to get a free lead? So
it's kind of a race that you'd want to wait until the day, see what the weather is like.
Oh, yeah.
And even before they line up, where are they lining up with him? If they're lining up in the front, he's going to have a more chance than if they hold him up.
If it lashed like the day it did when an Argamine was running the first year in it, I'd be like, yeah, I'm happy there now. The soft ground
dance that would be.
Yeah. Tom.
Yeah, I think Madge wins, lads. I think he'll be very, very impressive, and I think Marine Nationale will be a clear second, and Lotus Sud will be third. I'll be playing the forecast, the TriCast. You start getting after like what else is in this race. Like Calixios has got a massive like layoff to overcome, and you know he's obviously got very, very good chance.
You know what happens when they get on that boat, but
look, train for the day, Sean. Train for the day,
exactly.
Isn't it? Look, I think those ones are a long way ahead of the rest of this field. Madge for me, I thought was interesting to hear what Mark Walsh was saying after Leopardstown, that what they were trying to do was they were trying to get him in behind one and get him jumping, and they were so focused on his jumping that they really just wanted to use his stride. And I think they've gone and done that. I think Mark Walsh gave a couple of horses absolutely fantastic rides at the DRF. Whether he's just riding a bit more carefree now because he knows he's gone in May, I'm not sure. But I think what he did on Factor File, I've been crying out for him to do for a long time. And on Majborough as well, he just went, and I think Willie said, like, you know, they didn't really want to do that. But Mark was like, no, we're going to go and do it. And I don't see any reason why he won't replicate that now. I think he's a quirky horse, and those cheek pieces work. They sharpened him up a bit, and if he jumps like that, which I think he will, I think he'll absolutely annihilate them. Could be over a couple out. I think this.
Okay, that's the end of day 2. We're not doing champion bumper. It's a bag of shit. We're going to take a quick.
You got some each way in it, why?
No, we're not.
The bumper.
We're not even talking about it. We have
race of the meeting.
We have a quick break. Andrew has a video ready to go. Quick break, quick toilet break. We're back then. Day 3, day 4, and the handicap picks.
When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always go to Cheltenham. When you've got worries, all the noise and the hurry seems to help, I know. At Cheltenham, just listen to the music of those good old Irish voices. Linger by the paddock, see the horses, make your choices. How can you lose? The lights are much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares, and go to Cheltenham. Things will be great when you're at Cheltenham. No finer place for sure. Cheltenham, everything's waiting for you. Cheltenham. Don't hang around and let your problems surround you. It's the show of shows. Cheltenham, maybe you know some little places to go where they never close. At Cheltenham, just listen to the hoofbeats and the steady pounding rhythm. You may smile, but in a while you'll soon be dancing with them, happy again. The lights are much brighter there. You can forget all your troubles, forget all your cares, and go to Cheltenham, where all the horses run. Cheltenham, everyone's having fun. Cheltenham, you're gonna be alright. you there. We can forget all our troubles, forget all our cares, and go to Cheltenham. Things will be great when we're at Cheltenham. Don't wait a minute, boys, Cheltenham. The festival's waiting for you. The festival's waiting for you. The festival's waiting for you. When you're alone and life is making you lonely, you can always.
Oh,
What the fuck was that?
look at the
Down!
Oh, I was thinking to myself, is this the song when Andrew plays when he's doing his OnlyFans videos in the fucking bedroom?
I had the whole jockey outfit on, the hat, the
Oh
whip.
my god! And the thing was repeating. I was upstairs going for a piss. So I'm like, Cheltenham.
It was a last minute decision. I forgot to do it. Something else for it.
Yeah.
That
That
fucking-
Scroll up a bit further in the comments.
Where we on?
That might be the
Liam
worst.
F1P.
This?
No, the one above it.
That was fucking terrible. Anyway,
more
we're back.
Harvey Weinstein than Steven Spielberg, I suppose.
Oh.
Jesus Christ.
Could be worse, could be Prince
Yes.
Andrew.
Let's. Oh, Tom was shocked at that last week, by the way, wasn't he, Wally?
Don't get me started.
I can't believe he's been arrested. Well, he's a fucking allegedly.
Allegedly.
Still though, on his birthday. Fucking hell.
Fuck him.
Doesn't fucking make it right or wrong.
Yeah, fuck him.
They gave him a cake. Actually, had some crack with that. Imagine that meeting the day before the police. Lads, special op in the morning. This is where we're going. I'd say people thought it was April Fool's Day. Fucking hell.
Or you look at the news and see what he's been up to and like, yes, we're getting this fucker.
Prince Nuns. Okay, let's go on to day 3. The Mayor's Novice. Bambino Fever 13-8. Old School Outlaw 5-2. Selma de Veri 12s. Echo and Silence 14s. La Conquiere 16s. Carrickmorna Spruce 16s. Mange Trois 16s. 20-1 bar. Tom, you usually have something in the Mayor's Novice. Take it away.
Yeah, I give. I'm surprised, Dave, you actually haven't tipped that many Henry horses, considering you think he's going to be champion trainer.
Yeah. They're coming, though.
They're coming. Okay, fair enough. Fair enough. This might be the first one. I give Full of Life a chance here.
You just stole it.
Yeah, especially if the ground is decent enough. I remember putting her up for that race at Down Royal and being impressed with her that day. They've put her away. Look, I've no idea. I can only presume by design she runs or whatever. Yeah, I can only presume, but I don't know anything. But I can only presume by design. Look, you can get a random winner of this race, and I'd give her a good chance. I think she's 33-1. I think she's a bet. Bambino Fever has her chance. I think the top 2 in the market are very, very good mares. I couldn't see Selima de Veri going here. Maybe I'm wrong, but yeah, I think the top 2 are very, very good. But I'm happy enough to take them on, and I think Full of Life is a big price at 33.
Yeah, I think it's a good betting market for the outsiders, the each way bets here, because the top 2 are so close in the betting. Reminds me of the year Jade and Brighter Days Ahead were in it, and you could have a bet in something each way. Echo and Silence look good, but I'd be with the mare that Tom put up, Full of Life. She looked good at Down Royal. Henry's a good record in it. I think he had first and second one year. He won it last year when there was a real short price favourite. And I like Carrickmorna Spruce as well. She just runs well when they want her to run well. We won't go down that road. But yeah, I think the two of them, and they were first and second in that race in Down Royal, so each way on those two mares. Sean?
Yeah, look, I think Thursday is going to be the new punter friendly day. Tuesday used to be it with the Champion Hurdle, the Supreme, and all them. But I think Thursday is going to be going to be the day where the Willie Mullins is going to run riot on Cheltenham. Look, the two fillies, the two mares at the top, I think they're very good. After the first day when they raced in the maiden hurdle, I thought instantly that Bambino Favour turned the form if they were to go again with fitness under her belt. She didn't achieve anything really the last day, and she just walked around the maiden hurdle and sprinted away. But her class from the bumper last year, I think back on this track, long straight, really going to play into her hands. I think she'll stay all day, not a problem. And I think she'll take plenty of beating. And I agree with you, Dave. I think Carrickmorna Spruce, the way she's ridden cold, fast pace in the Mares Novices, she could come and pick up the pieces. And rumour has it she's going to be running different silks. I couldn't find out who, but I don't think she's going to be in the usual Declan Creeley silks on the day.
Andrew?
Yeah, the same top two I think are very good. Bambino Fever is obviously the champion bumper winners, but Old School Outlaw, she beat Bambino Fever fair and square, and that was her second round over hurdles, and she improved hand over fist again when absolutely hosing up like a really, really good horse in the grade 3 at Fairyhouse. Yeah, she probably didn't beat that on the day, but she went through the race like an absolute machine. I can't see any reason why Bambino Fina is going to turn around that form, especially the way she's at her improving since. I think she's a very, very good mare. I think 4-1's a fair price, and out of the two of them, I pick her. Look, I'm going to make it a 3-way then for the Carrickmorna Spruce camp. I've always liked this mare. I was all over when she got beat by Full of Life, but look, obviously they think a lot of Full of Life, and they're giving her a good chance for this. She ran a good race behind Skylight Hustle. Then we're not really fancied for the Grade 1 future champions novice at Leopardstown, back in Mayor's company, back down in grade. Look, it's a Grade 1, but a Grade 2 name for these mares. I think she has a massive chance of 16-1. I see her place and coming there late at the end, but I think Old School Outlaw, I think the way she's improving, the way she's going about her business, she smacks of a very, very good horse. I think she'll uphold the form at Bambino Fever, and I think Carrickmorna Spruce will fill the places as well.
Forgot to mention this. Henry should have another winner. Magical Zoe should have won it. She was given the worst ride you'll ever see a horse being given by Adrian Heskin. Thank you very much.
Correct.
Hey, the Mayor's Hurdle.
Mayor's Hurdle is here.
Lassie 5-4. Woo-doo! 7-4. Jade DeGrugy 8-1. Brighter Days Ahead's not going to run. Feed of a Dancer 14s. Take No Chances 16s. Golden Ace not going to run. 25-1 bar. Lassie will turn up here. Lassie will win. Lassie's just a fundamentally better mare than Woodoo. Woodoo is very good, all the same, but she won't beat Lassie. Tom?
Yeah, don't really want to talk about it, to be honest. I know a lot of people have. You hear every year people banging on about, oh, this shouldn't be a Grade 1, blah, 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 and I never really get into it. And I do really support the Mayor's program, but I've decided now I can support the Mayor's program.
Don't be one of them, for fuck's sake.
This should be a listed race. This should be a listed race. Who gives a shit?
Honeysuckle would only have a listed race on her CV then as well.
Well, she'd have two champion hurdles. How many champion hurdles? How many champion hurdles was it again? I can't remember. More than Conhill. Anyway.
At least Con Hill's champion hurdle was decent
quality.
Yeah.
Quality. Anyway, this should be a listed race, and it should be worth 20 grand, and then you can let your mares have your run at Cheltenham, and
you might be able to get a runner in it then.
And it's another race. Like, you just go out and buy one to run in this, like, at this stage. Look, Lossie should be going. If she go, Woodoo is no slouch, lads. I'm telling you, Sean is like proper GSI into Lossie. Like can't get beat in this. And you were all over Woodoo last year, and I don't think it's as clear cut as it would.
Can I ask you a question? if you're so adamant for Lassie to run in the champion hurdle, and you think that Woodoo is a chance to beat Lassie, why don't you want Woodoo to run in the champion hurdle?
Woodoo could run in the champion hurdle, but it's just they've said Woodoo is going to run here. I think if Woodoo ran in champion hurdle, she'd probably place in it, wouldn't she? On her form, like if you look at Woodoo's form, she'd place in the champion hurdle. I think she's been very good this year. She's rated 154. She'd have a £7 mares allowance. She ran to 161. She'd be placed in that champion hurdle. You can write it down like so. Yeah, no, I think she'd definitely place in the champion hurdle. To be honest,
Shouldn't she run
you
in
know,
the-
Golden Ace is rated 152, and you think she'll win a champion hurdle.
She already has won a champion hurdle. I don't think she'll win one. She won one.
You think she'll win another champion hurdle?
I never said she'd win another champion hurdle.
Okay. Well, Golden Ace has won a champion hurdle, and she's rated 152. So Woodoo would definitely place in this champion hurdle. And Lossie, and you keep telling me that if you go by these ratings, then Woodoo would place in a champion hurdle. I think we all agree on that because you all think Golden Ace will at least place, if not win, a champion hurdle. And now you're going to tell me as well that Woodoo is nowhere near the mare that Lossie is. So what's that saying about Lossie? Lossie would win a champion hurdle.
But I didn't say Lassie wouldn't win the champion hurdle. I just said she won't run in the champion hurdle. You need to come
And
to
she
terms
should,
with
but
that.
she should. If she ran, she'd win.
But she's not going to.
She might, yeah. I still think there's hope.
Sean,
Look, I just want to get to the declaration stage so Tom can just get over the fact of it. But as Tom said, this is my second best bet of the week. Lossie Mouth. It's gonna look. I think it's a race where there's levels to the mares, and Woodoo is very good. I agree with Tom, very good. But Lossie Mouth's exceptional when it comes to this mares. Onto the old track, I think 2.5 miles. She's a mare, but she grows a fifth leg around this place, and she's absolutely dynamite. She comes alive. I think you seen her entry last year on very quick ground. She didn't like her at all, and she still put her away comfortably enough. She went down to the last in the bridle. Paul gave her a smack, and she won snug enough. And I think it's going to be a classic case here. Paul sits for as long as he can. He's definitely a quicker mare than Woodoo. Woodoo be off the bridle and she'd be squeezing to go along. And I think he's just going to cruise up, jump the last, and she does have that turn of foot after the last and go away and win. And I don't care what people think about racing. I don't care if they don't want mares races. She's going to run this race. She's 5-4. And that means if you have your fiver on, Dave, what do you get back?
you get. That's math I can't do. You have €4 on. If you have €4 on, you get.
You put €4 on, you get 5 back, and you win 9 in total. So
Yeah.
as I say, just get stuck in. I think she's gonna go off odds on. I think she could be more of a closer to 1 to 2. I think she'll be on the day. I think the money is gonna belt into her. And you have a chance of a treble going across the card with Bambino, Fever, Lossie Mouth, and Factor Foil. And I think it's all going to play sway. I think it could be a big day for Willie Mullins. And Lossie Mouth will be a big swinger on how I do at the Cheltenham Festival.
You heard it here first. Many times the Willie Mullins multiple has gone by the wayside, but Sean reckons it's coming in on Thursday.
Thursday, there's a lovely double there, Dave, and we'll get to the strongest one of the week.
Treble, Factor Foil, Lassie, Bambino, Fever. Let's get it on. We'll get a fourth one in there somewhere too. Andrew.
Well, this is what's going to happen. Lossie Mouth is at to win the champion hurdle on the Tuesday. Paul's going to ride Jade the Grugy, and Woodoo is going to win by half the track. Move on.
I thought you were going to say Lossie are running this as well. It's a possibility.
Penalty kick.
Running both.
That's why
Sean.
Lassie runs the mares. Lassie is Convega.
She could well be. If she turns up at 3 more, she'd probably win them.
Yep. Most likely.
If Lossie
You'd be mates with Rich Ritchie then.
If Lossie gets declared for the champion hurdle, I can't wait to see what this Tom Rain fella does.
Oh, be
You'll
back.
hear all about it.
Penalty kick or the champion hurdle?
Champion
not a
hurdle is
penalty
penalty kick. With it, it's not. Yeah, she beat Woodoo by 2.5 lengths last season.
At Aintree on quick
real.
ground now.
At Aintree.
What's this going to be? You're saying it yourself. You said she's got a turn of foot. And
with
loves
2.5 miles, absolutely. Woodoo will be off the bridle coming to the last, and she will cruise up and say bye.
Like it's mad
think-
though.
I think she probably would, but-
It's mad though. After Lossie won the triumph, everyone says she's not a hope in hell she's going to stay 2 mile forward because she does too much wrong. blah blah blah.
Mhm.
And now she'd win a what's it called, a stairs hurdle and all that. Like she'd win the champion hurdle. Like
In a race,
Oh,
the new
well,
lion is quick enough for. Please.
Yeah, but if you have €4 on the champion hurdle, you lose. Or where if you have €4 here, you win
now,
9.
based on what? I'm telling you now, the new lion is not better than Woodoo.
But it's distance. It's races you're gonna win in against your
Woodoo
own
does
six.
It's
Woodoo
tracks.
does not.
It's
Woodoo does not
tracks.
have the pay. Woodoo does not have the pace to win a champion.
Not to do with distance, to do with tracks. She's
You
fourth.
literally want her to run here,
She
but
does
you
not
come
have.
back a 5-4 shot.
She does not remotely have the pace to go 2 miles on the Tuesday on that track. Woodoo has. Woodoo,
Okay.
no
Listen.
chance.
I'm not on about Woodoo.
Yeah, but you're on about Woodoo going in champion hurdle. Like she just
I
doesn't
never
have the
said
pace.
Woodoo would go champion hurdle. I
You
said
just said
Lossy.
Stay on and placing it. I'm telling you.
I said Lossy.
You said Woodoo.
Oh, I meant Lossy. I didn't mean Woodoo. Woodoo is a stayer, in my opinion.
She is a stayer. She's after bridling every
There's
race. she runs.
£5 in the ratings, and I think that's how the race will play out.
Okay.
Anyway,
Uh,
can't wait for Lossy to win champion.
the stairs. Chupo, 15-8, Honesty Policy 4s. Bob Allinger, 6-1. Cabra Lamatan, who wasn't running but is now running, 6-1. Mashan 2, 7-1. Impost 12s. Ballyburn 16s, 20-1 bar. Sean.
Yeah, look, I think this race really, really does play on the setup. Tiupu wants them to go a gallop. Last year they didn't. He was vulnerable. So I don't know who's going to go and make it for him, but like you'd be silly if you're some of the horse in that race to go and make it a strong gallop. You'd be very, very silly because you know it's going to play against him, and if he's vulnerable under a slow gallop. I think Cabral Dumatan would be a wild card in here. I'd just be worried about him getting 3 miles at this stage. And you get down to the rest of the likes of Bob, like I'd rather burn me money than back Bob now, to be honest with you. But I'll give Honesty Policy a go. A novice coming in, I thought he improved all through last season. He finished second the Yasmin Devon Punchestown, and he came out this year, and I thought he just ran a cracker on debut. He took a blow. He went all the way to the line. I know you can probably crab his saying in Postois, let it down since. It was first run of the season, and he was sent out to Ascot. A nice prep. They kept him away from Navan and the Boyne on very heavy ground. And I just think if they do go slow, he has the pace to pick up over this distance, and I think he'll stay all day. So tactically, I think he's very versatile. I'd say he'll just sit handy, pop away, and I'm hoping that they don't go and make it a gallop and Tiupu is vulnerable.
What's his Cheltenham form like?
Hasn't gone there, but everyone thought Yasmin Defoe was going to win this by a furlong, and he got within half a length at Punchestown.
Yeah, look,
He's going to say it. What's God say it for you, Tom?
It's only for one, Tom, but he won a Rangery. He won a Grade 1 Rangery on his third start. Like, he's improved all season. I don't see why he's going to stop now. He's only a 6-year-old.
yeah. Usually I'd be against older horses at Cheltenham, especially 11 and 12-year-olds, but wouldn't be surprised if Bob won. A couple of people mentioned in the comments Henry's form still isn't great, but he'll have about 100 winners over the course of 4 days at Cheltenham, and then he won't have any more winners again. And don't make any sense.
It's that gallop the week before.
Because Tom will have you believe that he just targets Cheltenham 1 week of the year, 4 days of the year he can get the horses fit for. It's amazing, really. I think it's amazing.
Dave, you're on the bandwagon now. Sean still hates him, but you like him now.
Top trainer.
I don't hate him. I just can't trust him.
I'm not missing out the winners. I don't care what way he does it. I'm not missing out the winners. So I wouldn't be surprised if Bob wins. I like Honesty Policy, but the one I'm going to back is Doddy the Great each way. He's just kind of run. He won the attempts. I think last
hell, I
year.
didn't see that coming.
Where the fuck is this at coming out?
He won the
He's
Pretempts.
backing Henry for top trainer,
I'm
and
not
he's
backing
backing Doddy the Great against Bob.
I'm not backing Bob.
Oh, my head.
I won't do it. I won't do it to myself. I promised myself after, was it
The
it was
Turners, I'd
Cheltenham,
say.
it was Cheltenham last year when he was against home by the league. Is it Navan? Is that weekend? The weekend in November, Cheltenham.
Yeah.
And he fucking ran like an absolute pig that day. Put his head up in the air, ran sideways and everything. I said, that's me done with him. So he can do his own thing. I'm gonna have a speculative each way bet on Dottie the Great. A good story. The
Great
prize
story.
money that he gets is donated to the Dottie Weir Foundation, and he's been running away there. He won the Pretemps last year, running away, kind of running half decent in decent races this season. So he likes Cheltenham. So I'll give him another shot each way. Tom.
Well, look, it's obviously Bob, isn't it? 4 runs at Cheltenham, 4 wins at Cheltenham. Absolutely gorgeous prep run for this. He's going to come there absolutely swinging next to Tihupu again. Honesty Policy is going to be off it from about 5 out, and Bob's going to come
About
there
2 miles around here, Tom.
on the absolute Sally Snaff, swinging. And Dara's going to give him a squeeze. He's going to take 2 laps out of them. Me and Andrew are going to be jumping up and down. And Bob is going to have a lovely retirement party. Andrew might even try and get an invite to the retirement party, maybe. Be good to go. I think we've been part of the fan club for long enough now. We'll try and swindle that. But Bob wins, lads. Cheltenham form. It's there in the book. The ground's coming in his favour. A lovely prep run. He won it last year. He just wins. It's very easy, I think.
Andrew.
Yeah, I agree with Tom. I can see this being Bob's swan song. Run off into the sunset with another Stairs Hurdle, make a 5 from 5 at Cheltenham. Look, he's a horse I've loved since he won his bumper at Gorham Park. What would that have been, 6 years ago? He's probably one of my favourite horses ever in training. He's an absolute monster of a horse. He's so much talented, it's not even funny. But he's a head case at the same time. You can ride him any way you want. You can stick him in, bury in midfield, stick him out the back. He just has the pace to go through a field. He'll jump the last upside
Sorry,
something.
Andrew. Answer the question, Tom.
Maybe. Hopefully.
Columbus. Go
Um,
on, Andrew. Sorry.
the ground, as Tom said, looks like something to come into his favour. I think he's much the classiest horse in the race, and if he's jumping there the last upside something, he'll have the speed to go past them. And just back Bob, lads. He'll have a good day.
Yeah, I won't. The Ryanair.
Back Daddy the Great. How much do you get back for Daddy the Great?
I prefer to lose Daddy the Great and win on
You
Bob.
put €2 on Daddy the Great. How many euros do you get back, Dave?
Probably
take another
€0.
Zero.
They take another 2 off you for fucking backing him.
I won't back that fucking idiot. Fact the foil 5-4. Gaelic Warrior. Garlic Bread 4-1. John Bond 9-2. Hartwood 7-1. Banbridge 10s. Impair a pass 10s. Django won't run 20-1 back.
Do you want me to start?
Fact the foil will run here. Fact the foil will win probably by about, I say, 8.5 lengths.
Just 2 words like that. Yeah, look, this is the certainty of the week, and I can't believe I'm at the checking there. You can still back on my 5-4, which is absolutely mental carry on now. I don't think that's going to last too long. You come in here, I don't think he's going to go to the Gold Cup, sorry. They're already singing and dancing about Spillane Tower. I know the way of thinking. Apparently, he's coming back into form. So there's 2 reasons and 2 runners for JP in the Gold Cup. You come back here, and I think it's a similar case to Lossiemouth. You go to the race, you know you can win, and I think the Ryanair is where it is. You have a big question mark about going 3 mile 2 around Cheltenham. If the ground comes up soft, you won't be so sure. But you look at this race, and honest to God, I think he'd be 2-5 on the day. You cut through it. If he runs, Factor Foil runs, John Bond doesn't run, Garlic Bread doesn't run, Hartwood is to beat. He absolutely mullered him last year with his 2-word pricked. And like you get down to Django Bay, Romeo Coolio, Banbridge is probably the next runner in, and he'll murder him as well. So you're looking at the race, you can pick apart. I genuinely say it could be 5 or 6 runners. And Mark Walsh, he kicked him out the van the last day in Leopardstown, is what me and Tom have always says. He wins his races down the back of Leopardstown. It was as impressive as I've seen him. And he's going to sit on the girth of whoever wants to take him along here, and he's going to take it up at 4 out, and the race is going to be over. And this is a full kitchen sink job. Everything has gone at this fella. And he's been up at the festival. He'll jump, he'll pick them off, and he'll go and win easy. And I think you can back a 5-4 shot that's genuinely going to go off about 1-2, 2-5. So make the most of it.
Go on, fact for it. Tom?
Yeah, look, I think we disagreed a little bit on this, but for me, it's all about how this horse is rid. He kicked on the last day, 3 out, and that's it, race over. I think he just puts horses. He can maintain that cruising speed, and he puts horses out their comfort zone way too early in the race, and it's just over. He was the other one that I thought Mark Walsh gave an absolute peach to. I think, to be honest, he probably just said, "Fuck this, I'm going to ride him now." How I think he's best ridden, and off I go. I literally think.
Fuck your instructions, Willie. I'm going at it.
Hold him up there, Mark. Nah.
Yeah, like they held him up in the RSA when he won that, and I can see why they did that. He was by far the best horse, and they didn't want to ruin him. They let him go in the Ryanair, and he absolutely annihilated them. If he goes to this, he'll absolutely annihilate them. If he goes to the Gold Cup, which I hope he will, we'll get to that, but he'll annihilate them as well. So yeah, he'll win. Heartwood is a smashing each way bet, guys. Anything over 6-1 on him is a good bet. Can't see him being out the first 3 at all. But yeah, fact of ours on the aeroplane.
Andrew?
Yeah, fact the foil runs here. It's pretty much straightforward. He'll go out in front, jump into submission, and win by 4, 5, 6 lengths. Mark will win as far as he wants to, really. I think Banbridge is the one that's going to follow him home. He's very much ground dependent. We can't forget he's a former Cheltenham Festival winner here. He's won twice around the track. He finished 9 lengths ahead of Fact the Foil. So he won't be as far away as people will think if the ground is good. He's a very, very good horse. I think that's the forecast there, Fact the Foil and Banbridge. But if Fact the Foil doesn't run, I think Banbridge is a cracking bet to win this if the ground is right for him.
On to Friday. Triumph first. Lost the main player in Narciso has. Sean put the mockers on him, I think, in the last show. He got given out on Twitter. But Proactive 3-1. Selma De Veri 9-2. Manila Study 7s. Maestro Conti 8s. Macho Man 10s. Charm Defoe 14s. Winston Jr. 16s. 25-1 bar. I've no strong opinion on this. I decided on the anti-post show with Manila Study. I'll have a speculative small bet on him. I don't really think it's a great race, to be honest. Andrew?
Yeah, I've no really strong fancy. Like Selma De Veri, she ran some race for first star for Willie behind her Cisco Haas. If she can improve for that run, she gets weight here. She'll have a very, very good chance. Macho Man's another one. He was beaten by Protafic Ferry House. I don't think there'll be much between them again here. I think the prices are wrong there for 7-2 and 8-1. I think the prices are wrong there. But look, I don't have a strong opinion. But if Selma De Veri can improve for her first run at the DRF, I think she's a massive chance. She looked very, very good and looked like she will come on for the run. So a speculative bet on her as of now.
Sean?
Yeah, look, the race is blown apart when Narciso has coming out. Proactive, I loved him, really sweet on him. I thought what he'd done in Ferry House that day, he wasn't given an early lead. He was smashed late in the bet, and Combs kept him honest the whole way around. And the most impressive part is twice, Mark's sitting on him quiet as he can down to the last. Macho Man comes with his challenge, and he's just batting him away with a slap over the back, and he had plenty left in the tank twice. If you watch him, he's been doing his best work at the finish out. He goes out to the line like a train, and the exact same at Ferry House. You had Munsif and stuff in behind on that day. How hard they were trying is another thing, but like you could come to the end of the week and people will be picking up on Munsif, maybe won the Boodles, and you're looking at this form line between Proactive and Macho Man. But I just think there's so much more to come from him. He's so uncomplicated. and he's just a big chaser in the future. I think obviously people are making out that Marshbury comes from the same connections and they bought him for big money, and I think he's just so uncomplicated. You can just pop him out and sit him handy, I'd say, and he'll stay all day. He's hit the line twice hard, as I said, so the hill be no issue, and the track should too. I think Zelma Davari, she's a quick horse. I don't know if she was ridden to pick up the pieces the last day and she looked a little bit better than maybe she was, but I'm not too sure on her at the moment. And the British contenders, look, they all come in with ones beside their name and they have to be respected.
Thomas?
Yeah, I'm quite keen on one here, and it's an English horse actually. It's Milena Study. I thought he was very, very impressive.
This horse
What's
is
that?
not running. This Key Buckley usually has a good shout here and there. That horse he put up is not running. Far away, Tom. Sorry.
Wally's horse.
No, Nicky Henderson horse.
Oh, okay, good. Because I want my horse to run because I actually fancy this. Manila Study. I think he's got a hell of a chance. Has improved a lot since he got to Adam Nicol. It's a smaller yard, but this horse has been very, very impressive. 3 runs over hurdles, 3 wins. Won the Weatherby listed contest in October, and then went to Cheltenham in December and absolutely annihilated them. Won by 6 1/4 lengths, really, really well. The form of that race has worked out very well. The second, Winston Jr., has come out and won at Ascot since, and looks a very smart horse as well. And the third, One Horse Town, has been second in 2 Grade 2s since then. So the form stands up. I think he's going a little bit under the radar. I think better ground, if it dries up, will definitely suit him. And I think, I just think smaller team, under the radar a bit. And I'll take him. I think he's got a hell of a chance.
Yeah, it's what I like about him. I think his form is really good. And if he was trained by Willie or Nicky Henderson, he'd definitely be half the price he is. So, on to is it the Bartlett next?
Mayor's Chase
next. Dino Blue 15-8, Spindleberry 7-2, Panic Attack 11-2, Only by Night 8-1, Diva Luna 9s. July Flower 10s, Henry was saying yesterday that she's going to run here. Calaconti 12s and 14-1 Bar. Andrew, you can take it first.
This is one of my strong bets of the week. Dino Blue here. I think she's a certainty in this. This is her time of year, her track, her race. She won last year, beating Bryce Hill by 8.5 lengths. Allegory de Vassi fell last, but she had her beaten at the time. She was beaten 3/4 of a length by Limerick Lace the year before, but that was all down to ground. That was a really heavy ground. They didn't really think she would stay. They rid her to get the trip that year behind Limerick Lace, but there's no doubt that she gets it now. She was racing in second when she won last year. This year she was 5 lengths behind Found 50 on the first start of the season. She battered. She could be anything, and she absolutely done a hack canter around Nace on her last start. This has been our target all season. 7-4 is a great price. I think she absolutely bowled up. Spindleberry would have worried me, but I went back and watched her run at Doncaster. She made a few mistakes around Doncaster. She's never run at Cheltenham. That would be a slight worry, especially when you go back then to her run in the Irish Gold Cup. It was just riddled with mistakes, and she was pulled up a long way out. That's not a great run to be coming in the back of here. I know this is a lot easier than the Irish Gold Cup would be, but I think Dino Blue is a massive player here. I think she'll win, and I think Panic Attack will be the one that will follow her home. 10-year-old improving hand over fist this season. She's won the Paddy Power. She's won at Newbury twice this season. I think she'll be the one to follow home, but I think Dino Blue is just by far the most classiest horse in this race, and I think she'll win quite easy.
Yeah, I like this race. I think it's improving year on year with the quality of horses in it. There's some nice horses. People in the comments are saying Diva Luna and other bits and pieces, but I do think it comes down to the same too, as Andrew mentioned. When you go through the form, Diva Luna is good, but would she be good enough to be beating Geldings over 2 miles in Grade 1s? And Kubo's been banging the drum on Dino Blue to me all winter. I've come around. I like Dino Blue, but I wasn't sure if I was going to be with her this year, but I am. I think Panic Attack is in such good form. She's a great chance, but Dino Blue is a standout. She's just a little bit better than these mares, so she's the win bet for me. Tom.
I think Panic Attack from an each way angle is as solid as you'll get all festival. I just can't see how she's out the first three, to be honest. She's 5-1. Dino Blue, she's good. She does her job. Just never, ever, ever been convinced, and I'm just not going to go in on a short price on her. Panic Attack has been a revelation this year. She's had 4 runs over fences for Dan Scout, and she's won all 4. She's won over 2 mile 4 at the course and distance in November, winning the Paddy Power. She's then gone on and won the Hennessy. She's then bolted up at Newbury. The more I'm even just talking about it now, I think it should fill up again. I think she's an outstanding bet at 5-1. I think she'll probably win, but you can back her each way at 5-1. I just can't have her outside of the first 3. So I think she's really, really solid each way.
Yeah, she's one of the best jumpers on the fence I think I've ever seen. Sean.
Yeah, look, Dino Blue, she turns up every day, doesn't she? She's turning 9 now, so I don't know about going to the Welber again. I think Spindleberry's the bet, but I'd wait until the day. I'd say she might come out in the market a bit and you'd be able to get her each way. I feel like last day Willie Mullins just reminded the owners who knows best. He let them run the Gold Cup and she was well and truly pumped, and then he pulled her up. He didn't give her a hard time at all. But you just need to swing back to like last year. She competed against the Gelans. She went and bolted up at Doncaster where she was mega, mega impressive. And the only bad thing is she's to give away a penalty here. I don't know why they haven't scrapped this. They scrapped it in the Mayor's Novice Hurdle, but didn't scrap it in the Mayor's Chase. She's to give a couple of pounds. She's to give £2 to Dino Blue and 5 to Panic Attack. But I think the top 3 are a level above the rest, to be honest with you. But I'd wait for the day on Spindleberry. I think you'd be able to get her each way.
On to the Bartlett. Dr. Steinberg, 72. The Devil You Know, 7-1. Spinning a Yarn, 12s. Sortudo, 14s. Espresso Milan, 14s. Apache Tribe, 16s. No Drama Descend, 20s. And 20-1 Bar. Always a hard race to get the winner of. Even I think Jasmine DeVoe went off favourite last year, but he was still a good price. Or maybe he didn't go off favourite.
He didn't. He was 6-1.
Big Westerner was favourite, I think, 5-1. But a hard race. Sean, any thoughts?
Look, I wouldn't be playing anything big in it this year. There was a lot of hype around Apache Tribe. I actually thought he was very good, but he's gone too short now. But I have a feeling on the day he could come out and be like 33, 40-1 on the day. So I'd say handy, to be honest with you, on that one. Like you look back, I know he's only had 1 start up in there, but he was mighty impressive. And the other one I'm looking at is the Rob Core horse, Spinning a Yarn. He did have 1 blowout on a bumper, and that probably put the mockers on him a little bit, as in he didn't have the sexy profile. But he came back this season, and I just think he's been running some solid races. I think a step up and trip will probably see the best of him. And in a Bartlett, you just want experience on your side. He's had 3 starts now, and I just think at them 2 on the day, I'd say you could probably be getting around 16-1 and probably 25, 33-1. So they'd be 2 small plays for me against the field.
Andrew?
I'd love to see I'll sort that running this. I think this would suit him down to the ground. When he won the Lawlers and Ace, all I thought he did was stay. But I don't know what the hell they're going to do with him this at Cheltenham, if he's even going to go. But yeah, the Rock Core horse as well, Spinning a Yarn. He's the one I've kind of come down. I went on and watched his races there before we came on today, and I just like the way he goes about it. He looks uncomplicated. Looks like he's going to stay further. A nice hardy type. Look, it's not a strong selection, but I think the price is right. Dr. Steinberg, if he races the way he did at the DRF, you find it very hard to see him seeing out the trip. The Devil You Know, I think, is very good as well. Paul Nolan was very sweet on him yesterday at the preview as well. He was very good at Doncaster. His form is very good as well. Like he's beat Skylight Hustle. The pass from wife, that form's had to be frank. That was over 2 miles, and now he's rocking up in a Bartlett. but that just goes to show the talent he has. It was between him and Spinning Yarn, but I kind of just sided on Spinning Yarn. I think he's more unexposed. I think the step up and trip would bring out a lot more. But it wouldn't surprise me if the Devil, beat Amira Bush. Yeah, I will stick with Spinning Yarn. I think there's a lot more improvement to come. He's lightly raced, and he'll do for me.
Yeah, look, I'm on the Devil, at big prices, so I hope he wins. I think his performance in Doncaster was very impressive. Real strong stayer. I like him a lot. But it wouldn't surprise me again that anything could win this race. I think Henry was talking about his two yesterday at the preview we're at. I think they both have decent chances. That King's Bucks looks like he wants to trip. And I forget the name of the other one.
Fruit the Mare, is it?
Yeah, I think he's had horses run well in it before, so they both look like they want to trip. I think Colin Murphy's mare, Zanouche, I think is her name. I think she is a right good mare as well. She wants to trip, so look, I wouldn't be surprised if anything wins, but I just hope the Devil, does the business. Tom?
I was interested to see what you were going to say that Henry said about King's Books there, because I think he's got a really good chance. He was third behind No Drama this end, only beaten 3 1/4 lengths at Cheltenham in November, staying on well, stayed on again at Limerick then in a maiden hurdle, didn't win it, but I don't think they're being put off going here, which I think is fantastic. So he's got a fair bit of experience now. He's had 3 runs over hurdles, so he's 33 to 1, I think. Be interesting to him. The other one is Jalon Duderis, third in the champion bumper in 2024, off for a long, long time. Second behind Sortudo in a maiden hurdle, second behind Frankie John in a maiden hurdle, and then goes and wins at Nace at 1 to 10. Nice little confidence booster. Got his head in front. Plenty of experience. Had a couple of good few runs of bumpers as well. And I actually think Jalon Duderis is one that could end up getting punted. I could see him going off 8 or 10 to 1. So yeah, I'm going to back him.
Sean, have we come to you?
Yeah.
It's been so long now. My mind is like mush. The last one, the Gold Cup, before our handicap picks. Factor Foil 92, Django Wengo 5 to 1. The Jukebox Man 11 to 2. Gaelic Warrior 7s, Horticolor 8s, Galloping 9s, Grey Dawning 14s, 14 to 1 bar. Some strange prices in this. I can't believe Horticolor is lower in the betting than Galloping the Champ. There you go. Look, I think it's a very hard race to figure out much of a muchness with all the form. I hope it's a good race. It looks a good race. I'm going to side with Django Bay. I prefer Noodle Arms not on him, but look, we are what we are. We are where we are. It's not going to change now, so I'm going for Noodle Arms on Django Wengo. Sean?
Yeah, look, I'm the exact same as you. The prices are a bit mad in here for me, and seeing another way of thinking back down to 8 to 1 is just it's wild stuff. But like, you look at it, and I just don't know how they have Galloping the Champ 8 and 9 to 1. Like, he's guaranteed to run his race, I think. And they've been him and hawing about him, but it sounds like the cheek pieces are going to be put on. And if this is his last swan song, that might just bring that extra bit out of him. They were saying that the race for Christmas to the DRF was a bit close and he had a hard race at Christmas. But like, even last year, like, people say he didn't pick up the bridle and he still finished second, though, I know the way I think. And I don't know if you're going to get 3 horses in this that beat him. Django Bay, the Jukebox Man, Gaelic Warrior. Like, I'd be fairly convinced Gaelic Warrior will beat them over the Gold Cup trip around here. Kempton was a bit of a shambles of a race. Like, it slowed down. They sprinted off the bend and they took the 3 down the straight and they finished in a heap. I'm just not sure how far I trust that to come running in a Gold Cup now. Gaelic Warrior, as I said, I think he is the big danger, but I don't in a million years see Paul Townend getting off Galloping the Champ. I just don't see that happening whatsoever. And his cheap pieces goes on. If they can get the inch back out of him, they freshen them up back after the DRF, 8 to 1, you can back him each way. I just think he's guaranteed to run his race. There's question marks around a few others, and the likes of Anoya way of thinking he hasn't showed anything this season for me now. And even if they were sticking onto the floor, the plan to fall the last day definitely wasn't a plan. So he's just a horse I just couldn't be touching at them sort of prices.
Andrew.
Yeah, I'm not going to abandon him anytime soon. A gallop in the shop for me here. I think his price is absolutely scandalous. 8-1 is a ridiculous price for him right now. Yes, he's been beaten twice this season, but as Sean said there, look, the 2 runs back to back, Willie even came out and said, look, he probably had a hard race on his comeback, and it showed then at Leopardstown. He just comes alive at Cheltenham. He knows how to win around the track. He knows how to win a Gold Cup. I don't really know what to make of the King George. They finished in a fucking heap.
Yeah.
There was 4 of them hitting the line at the same time. That's, to me, that's never a good time when there's that many hitting the line at the same time. Django Bay was back and forth, and he's favourite. I don't know. I just can't. I don't get it where it is. To me, Galloping the Champ is, if he shows anything of his own self, he beats a lot of these. I think 8-1's an unbelievable price for an each way bet. Willie could have a 1-2 with Gaelic Warrior going around here as well. Haughty Clore, I like him, but I just don't think he has the class to beat anything like a Galloping the Champ. And if I know the way you're thinking, wins another Gold Cup after what he's done this season, it's an absolute travesty. But I would absolutely love to see Envoy run a massive race here. He's a huge price as well. And look, the horse he beat in his Down Royal run, he beat Affordel Fury, who won the Sabbath of Christmas. He beat Western Foal, who won the Galway Place, and he was up the arse of Kate Daughy in front of Final Man the last day. So like the form is there, his Cheltenham form is there. It's possibly going to be his last run ever. They've had him laid out for this. He's 40-1 there, but anyone not having a bet on him each way. But when it all comes down to it, if Galloping the Champ crosses the line here first, I will be absolutely flipping tables and alfies.
Tom.
Yeah, I think. Look, if I owned Factor File, I'd be looking at this saying this is a Gold Cup here for the take, and it's exactly the same story as Lossie. You're a short price.
But it's just a worry the way he's ridden, Tom, isn't it? Well, for me, in anyways, the way you have to ride him aggressively to go and get 3 3.
I don't think you'll see the trip out.
No, I think he'll see it out easily. You just kick him on. You kick him on free out, and he'll stay. He stayed on very well at Leopardstown. They said to Mark Walsh, any worry about getting the trip? He said, no. It's just the way he's been ridden. The way he was ridden. It has to be supplemented. I'm not sure JP's too stuck for the 75 grand or whatever it is to supplement him, but I'd be supplementing him. I think if he was supplemented, he'd win. When you're looking, it's literally exactly the same as Champion Hurdle. When you're looking at the market, you're looking at Django Bay, the Jukebox Man, and God, I love him, but Gaelic Warrior, and the 3 at the top of the market based on that King George form. Who was the last King George?
129 to a Gold Cup winner, Tom. That'd be a hard watch now.
It would be a hard watch. Who was the last King George winner to win a Gold Cup?
Quarter Star.
Yeah, probably.
Close.
Long Run, was it?
Long Run. Well done, Molly. Long Run, and even he didn't do it in the same year that he won the King George. It's a completely different type of race. You're going back to the likes of Quarter Star and Long Run, who are absolute greats of the game. And no disrespect to Django Bay or the Jukebox Man, but they're not absolute greats of the game, are they? They're at the top of this market based on King George form. And I just think it's crazy. Like, you don't take King George form into a Gold Cup. It's a completely different race. Andrew, you said it. There are 4 of them in the line coming to jump at the last. Like, I just can't have it for a second. Something random could happen. I know the way you're thinking. He was in a lot better form last year coming into this race than he was at the minute. I'd be very, very surprised if he could.
The fall he took at the DRF was a howler. Like, he was out on his legs.
Like he was running. Everyone could kind of see what they were doing the last year. You know, he was kind of running on. He was getting tenderly handled, and this time he's out on his legs. So I'd be amazed if he could turn it around. Haiti Calors is one just not to write off. If he's got the class to travel, which he should do, he'll definitely stay all day long, won't he? Galloping, Andrew, me and you were sat in Alfie's last year, and after 2 fences. After 1 fence, it was over. He wasn't travelling a yard. Willie's kind of saying that maybe he wasn't fit enough the first day, and then maybe the next day left a mark on that. But I don't know. It would all be up in the air and a bit open for me. But if Fact and Power was mine, I'd be paying me money, buying me ticket, and
I don't think you buy a ticket when you pay that supplementary fee, Tom.
Get a box.
Fact to foil for Tom. So, okay, we go handicap picks. A quick, maybe 90 seconds. Few picks if you have them, and then a best bet of the meeting. You can do an app and the next best, or just an app. Sean, do you want to go first in our handicap picks?
Yeah, I've 4 handicaps for you. Day 1, Jaguar and the Ultimate. He's probably my strongest one. They're all each way. I think he's a cracking chance. I see they left Rocco in the race. I'd say they want to ensure that there's a bit of weight, that he doesn't have to carry top weight. So with Rocco in the race, he won't have to do that. I just think Jaguar coming in here at the last day just smacked of a horse that wants to go up and trip. And I think the Ultimate is going to be where, look, money went down last year in the plate and he got the job done. I can see it be the same here, and I think he'd be smashed up on the day. My second bet is in the Coral Cup. It's Stormheart. He did get put up £3 off the British handicapper now, but I still think the case is there. He came from that great crop of juveniles where he finished 5th behind Marsbrook, Cargeese, Norboring, all those. He had 1 run last year. He was second to McLaury, a huge eye catcher. Then was off the track. I think stepped up and tripped the 2.5 miles at Limerick the first day against Riskaway, showed that he probably is a stayer, and he kicked him out of the way by 6 lengths. And the last day at Gowran, I was kicking myself. He did run and he got a penalty for it, but he went to beat Work Ahead over 2 miles, and I think again he's shaping all the time like a step up and trip is definitely going to be to bring out the best of him. And 151 horses off big weights have won the Coral Cup, so I wouldn't rule that out. And then I touched on earlier on, the third one's going to be Cocktail Diving in the Jack Richards. I don't think he stays 3 miles. I think coming back here, they only got a pound off the English handicapper. 150. If he's a grade 1 horse, they think he's a grade 1 horse over fences. He'll be able to carry 150 in the Jack Richards. I think he's jumping over this distance. They can just let him go and pop everything. We're over 3 miles. He had to keep taking him back, and he jumped for joy around Leopardstown. He went out through the line, as Tom said. So I think that middle distance of 2.5 miles definitely suit him. And my last one is in the Kim Muir. I don't know how many runners this trainer's had at Cheltenham. I couldn't tell you James Motherway, but he has You Have Me in Stitches for JP in the Kim Muir. I just think this horse has been running over distances that are far too short for it, and I'd question some of the rides she's been getting as well. But she won at Wexford, went to Ferdy House, and then she ran in the Limerick Grade 2 behind the big Westerner Cargeese. And I just think that form was the first ever time she was stepped up over 2.5 miles. She went up to 2 miles 6 and probably ran a career best. She went down to the last beside the Paul Nolan horse, Far From Nowhere, and she ended up putting 12 lengths between her and only 2 lengths behind Jade de Grugy. 4 lengths behind Jade Grugy, sorry, and 2 lengths to the big Westerner. She was then dropped in for a qualifying run around Nice at 2 miles again against Dino Blue and Bioluminescent. She was never going to win. She went and picked up her mark. She got 136. And I think if JP runs her here, I'd be all against Jericho de Repine. He's a funny horse, him. I don't think he'd be plotting him out, where I think this could be a right plot. But I'd definitely take non-runner no bet because she isn't the Leinster National. So, but this is our only entry at the Cheltenham Festival. So I'll be hopeful. Her all the way up and trip. Our dam won an Irish National, and it just looks a bit of a plot for me. So You Have Me in Stitches in the Kim Muir.
Yeah, look, I have a few handicap picks. Some I have backed already, and others just fancies. I don't tend to go mad till possibly the day of, because you'll be getting 5, 6, 7 places in some bookies on the day. You'll only be getting 4 probably now. And a lot of the horses tend to go out. They're over bet at this time of year, so just keep that in mind. On a Tuesday in the Ultimate, if he runs in it, I like handstands. I think he'd be the class horse in the race. He'd be in there probably off top weight, but I think he'd have a good shout. Tom's going to give out to me, but if Zurich runs in the plate, I'll be back in Zurich. I think it's a great chance. He meets a lot of the criteria, the stats. He would be over the right trip. He's run over the course. I think he's a great shout. So there's one Henry horse anyway. On the Wednesday and the Thursday, the Coral Cup and the Pretemps, Gordon has like a really good record in the handicap hurdles. His only winner last year was the Mayor Woodoo in the handicap, Martin Pipe. But he's won like Pretemps with Sir Burley and other horses through the years, if you remember all the way back to Carlito Brigante. So he tends to have horses run well in the handicap hurdles. I think the Yellow Clay will go close. I think he'll come back to form and go close in it's called the Bet GM or something now, Coral Cup. He's about 25 to 1. And a horse I've been watching, I said it to Andrew at Dublin Racing Festival, I think. I've been waiting for Manila Sixo. He's in the Pretemps. He came back to some form the last day. I think it was last Sunday. I think he could run well in the Pretemps. And then another Henry horse ran well in the race last year in the Grand Annual. Jasco the Dams came 5th in the Grand Annual last year. He's in off a similar enough mark. I think he'll run well. And for what it's worth, if Slade Steele goes in the race that Sean was talking about, the Jack Richards, I think Slade Steele will win it. Tom?
Yeah, handicaps. I've only really got one, to be honest. Haven't.
Does it run on a Tuesday?
No.
In the place?
I think we'll have to deal with him separate. I'm not going to curse him and
address the elephant in the room.
Yeah, I think we'll have to deal with that separately in a minute, because I think a few people are on to us about where he's going and stuff. But no, my tip is, and look, it's one tip and a handicap, and it's tip the favourite, but Supremely West screams job horse, doesn't it? Absolutely screams job horse. I think, Sean, you highlighted this earlier in the year, maybe after he ran at Cheltenham and went down the inside. He's come out of the Richard Newland stable. He's gone to Dan Skelton, and he's come to him off 137. I watched back the October run behind Marchantou. Marchantou has obviously gone on and improved again and is going for the stayers. Supremely West was a bit far back, and I just thought ran on really nicely. Went off 16 to 1 that day, so I wouldn't say that was D-Day for him at all. Stayed on all the way to the line. Was only beaten 5 lengths off 137, and true to Skelton form, they've managed to get him qualified for a Pretemps and into the race off of 135. I just think this lad's going to get absolutely smashed up. I could honestly see him going off.
Is it a good thing?
Going off 5 to 2. I'd say if they get properly stuck into them, there's still 6 to 1 around. It's a stonking bet. I don't think it's a very good race at all.
It's a good thing or a bad thing that I put him up as the anti-post pick on one of our anti-post shows.
You did?
12 to 1, yeah.
Great bet, David. I didn't know that. Well done. Well done. Yeah, I think you're on to a winner there. That should cover all the rest of your anti-post losers.
Thanks, Tom.
That's all from me on the handicaps.
Fair enough.
I'll have a look a bit closer to the time, but that one just stuck out for me, to be honest.
Andrew?
Right, I've put this up already on anti-post. Dignam in the Boodles. He's had 4 runs over hurdles. He's had 4 runs over hurdles already. He hasn't been seen since finished 5th in a Grade 1 at a Toy in November. He's been gelded since. He's owned by Paul Byrne, so this is going to be a scam job of the highest standard by Joseph. I put him up at 20. He's about 16s, 14s now. I think he'll run well in a race where anything can happen. Same as Dave Handstands. I think this fella has an unbelievable chance of the ultimate. Loved his run at Windsor after a wind surgery behind Protectorat. I looked at he went to the front way too soon and it told on him. I think he'll improve again for that run. He's off 155. He's a classy horse. He'll be the class pick in this race. I think it'll just suit him down to the ground a race like this. The trip will be no issue. The ground will be no issue. 10 to 1. I think he's a great bet. He beat Django Bay over hurdles and fences before, so there's clearly a bit under there. Co-pick to me in the Carl or Bet NGM, whatever it's called these days. Last season, he went that 5-2 favourite for the Martin Pipe, where he was beaten 52 lengths, and that was won by Woodhill. He was the talk of the town coming into this race. He raced like an absolute gee bag the whole way through it. He went on to be beaten in neck then at Aintree. He's gone up to 143 on the back of that. He fell on his chase debut. If he runs here, I think he has a massive chance as a big engine under there. If he can get it all together, I think he can be better than 143. He's very lightly raced still. He's at the winning 3 times in France. I think there's a bit of potential still left under the bonnet there. My best handicap selection is Van der Poel into Johnny Henderson. I love this fella. He's 4 runs over fence already. He's first 2 runs over fences where we just get you around, and then we remind you you're a racehorse after that. He's been 25 lengths behind Lump Sum at Uttoxeter at the start of the season. Then he's been 24 lengths by Noble Park, and then they decided, oh, you're a racehorse again. You're going to start winning. He battered Stencil by 7 lengths. He's had to come out and win since, and he absolutely sluiced up then at Sandown beating Copmask by 4.25 lengths. He done that with his head in his chest. He won that at 134. He's up to 141, which leaves him on the in and around the right mark to win the Johnny Henderson. I think he has a massive chance. He's so lightly raced. He's only had down 7 runs in his life, and 2 of them are in point to point. He's so unexposed, it's not even funny. I think he has an unbelievable chance. He's about 10-1 now. He's not going to be 10-1 on today. Ben Pauling and Ben Jones are having a season like no other. I think they're going to have their Cheltenham Festival winner with this fella as well. And final one is another one I put up and the anti-post in the last race of the whole Cheltenham Festival, the Martin Pipe. Rock Dino for Willie. He's had 2 runs for Willie already this season. He's had 5 runs altogether over hurdle, so he's well and truly qualified. He was behind Moishi Park by 38 lengths. He was never ever put into the race that day. It was just a jog around. First run for Willie after a 334-day break. He came off for that run, and he was 3 lengths behind El Kairos then at Thurles. Ran a decent enough race. I think this may have been the target for a long way. Hopefully he'll have one of the better conditionals on him, and I think he'll take a lot of beating in that. And last one, it's not in the handicap, but a Hunter's Chase, Panda Boy. I think I talked about him already one of the other shows. I think this fella is tailor-made for a Fox Hunters. Out in front, Johnny Gleeson beyond him. Half the battle with a race like these are the jockeys. He's 8-1 currently now, I think. I think he's a massive chance. Jones Swell used to be very, very high class handicapper. He's had to come back to life this year. 2 wins out of 2, and I think he will take a lot of beating in the Fox Hunters.
Sean, Napa the Festival.
Napa the Festival, Factor Foil, have your cojones on, and the double that day will be Factor Foil, and Lossie will be my next best. So if you want to double them up for a bigger price, you can, but throw the kitchen sink on Factor Foil and go collect.
Tom, Napa the Festival.
Be Supremely West in the Pretemps. Yeah, I think it's a good price. I think it'll go off a lot shorter, and if Lossie and Factor Foil go for the right races, I'll be getting stuck into them as well.
For me, it's Old Park Star. I think he's blatantly obvious in the Supreme. Tough race, but I think he's the best horse in it. You get Nicky Whiskey Nose will be crying and laughing, and the tears will be coming down, but he'll be happy.
Imagine he won the first 2 races.
He'll be 10 years younger.
It'll be Con who?
He'll be a new star on the show. Andrew, Napa the Festival.
Nap, Dino Blue and the Mayor's Chase. Excuse me. Next best. Van der Poel in the Johnny Henderson.
And that ends our Cheltenham Festival preview for 2026. Big shout out for all the comments, all the viewers. Thank you very much as always from us. Please like and subscribe. Tom is going to do some talking here.
Can we touch on the horse, because I'm gonna get killed?
Come on, you might as well, Tom. Let the cat out of the bag.
Tune in next week to see what Tom says about Zurich. Bye.
Tom is back, so we'll give Tom 2 minutes of Tom's corner. Take it away.
I don't even need it. No, just obviously, yeah, we got Zurich entered. The intention is to run. A lot of people have been on to me about where we're planning on going. Like, he's got to get into the races. So fingers crossed he gets in. I think it's going to be close, but hopefully he will just scrape into the bottom of the weights. So Look, I think at the minute we'd be leaning towards the plate. Things can obviously change; these things are up in the air, but yeah, I think our first preference at the minute would be the plate. So we'll see what happens. Hopefully, he gets a run in one of them anyway, and he's got that Cheltenham form. As Dave said, he actually ticks some of the quite a lot of the stats boxes for it. So I wouldn't put you off at 25-1 at all. I've actually had a few quid in them myself in the last couple of days, which is unusual. It would be a very, very rare thing for me to do. For me to
We persuaded him. 6 months of banging the drum. We've got him to put the money down.
He won there in October, and I didn't have a penny on him. I don't back ours. I get nothing to kick out of it, but just about 25s, I felt he could go off a bit shorter if he gets a run, and it's non-runner no bet. So yeah, fingers crossed. It'd be good to have
my
first.
brain, the true standing in the stand on the Tuesday, the two of us, Sean with us. Oh, it's gonna be a party.
So
The 25-1 is going to be gone like in 10 minutes.
I can usually do math, and I like math. I was good at math in school.
Really?
Sean stumped me with a fiver at 5-4. Couldn't get that, but what I will say is what Tom is trying to say is right. He's
GSI.
25-1. 25-1 now. If you go in and you have €5 at 25-1 on the Tuesday evening of Cheltenham, you will be going back in to collect €130 when he wins the plate. So that's what Tom was trying to tell you.
Yeah, we'll see. It's great to get a run in there, and like we
look at this. The Shrewds took 33s.
Yes, we did.
Well done. Now we're not in the business of going there for a day out or anything like that. We could have done that a couple of times before, but we'd only go there if we got a chance. And I genuinely think he's got a chance, especially being placed anyway. So fingers crossed.
Okay. As I was saying, thank you to everybody.
Sleepless nights begin.
Yeah, for tuning in.
What's going to be day 3?
I've got a great day for you. Yeah, I've got a great day. About day 7 is going to be epic.
I can't wait for 10 when you're naked somewhere.
The day after.
Yeah, he's run out of ideas. What do I do?
He'd be asleep in that collapsed rain in the middle of the track.
Yeah. The comments were great this evening. Keep them coming. Do the usual, comment on the video when it's up on YouTube after the live show. Please like and subscribe. It helps the channel. We don't have any update on when we'll be back after the festival, but we're going to enjoy it. Please, everybody watching, enjoy it. Drink responsibly, gamble responsibly, and there is no greater feeling than getting a winner at the Cheltenham Festival. If it's 1, if it's 10, it just feels better than the rest of the year around. So the 4 of us wish you the best of luck with your selections and enjoy it.